bro, Mosea, server, Pinky Swear. Sister had made a post, man. It was that had gripped my spirit real decent, like, and she's like, "What causes more death of our people, abortion or homosexuality?" Right? And so instantly it came to me was they're one and the same, they're relative, like cousins, like kissing cousins. You know, they're close, they're a little too close. Ah. And so another thing that came to my mind was masturbation. Because when a man masturbates, he drops a seed, he kills the seed, it dies. And the nature of the sperm seed or the life force is to produce life, not abort it. The Heavenly Father, I ask for your wisdom and guidance. This is just popped up. I'm sharing it. Teach us and guide us, that you may be glorified, that we may teach these to our children and let people see what we see in the unnatural and certain things, a lot of things. So I ask for your permission to talk to the children. I ask for permission to come to the throne. I ask that you guide our tongue and guide our ears and help us to apply this in our lives and to see this in our lives. At powerholyspirit.com, to the power before me, I'll say thank you. Selah. And so when a woman masturbates, her sperm, this liquid that's around her eggs, and there's a signal in man's sperm or life force, and there's a signal in animal life force sperms. And so when you cross these signals or you cross these vibrations, what you produce is that it is cross what? Breed. And so I entitled this The Purr and Permission, or like the purr in person. What's the mission? Reproduce and multiply and give praise to the Creator who gave us that image and that power to do such. So I want to go into my Webster's New Universal Unabridged Dictionary and show you how thick this thing is. You see how thick it is, right? Unabridged. Unabridged. And so we're going to see what the word permission is. I'm always going into my cell phone book. Let me see if I can keep this up here real quick. Alright. I'm always going to my cell phone, so we're going to go into the Webster. And we're going to get the letter P. And I need to get my letter G for glasses. Alright, boys and girls. Let's check this out. Why is abortion such preferable, and why is homosexuality such preferable? Now remember, we're talking about the purr and permission and the purr in person. So PA, perfection, percussion, perpin, permanency. Okay, so permission should be here on this page. Permiss, perverting, permanent. Alright, am I permiss? A permiss of choice or selection. Permissibility, the state of quality of being permissible. Permissible of all allowable that can be permitted. Permissibleness, permissibility, as to permissible, to permit the act or permitting, allowing. Permissive, giving permission that permits, allowing freedom, especially tolerant of behavior or practices disapproved or by others indulgent, lenient. 3. Allowable and at one's option, permissively, in a permissive manner, without prohibition or hindrance. So, when you give permission and you become permissive, you give them that per as in person. Let's go into that too. Don't take my word for it. Let's go in here for person. PERS. Let's see what's it. Oh, person. Now, face mask used by actors on the stage, a character or person, personate, sound through, an individual human being, especially as distinguishing from thing, lower animal, an individual man, woman, or child. As though for persons for easy to person. Okay, I'll skip that. A common individual used in slight or contempt. A living human body, bodily form, or appropriate as she was neat and clean about her person. 4. Personality, self, being. 5. In grammar, division into 3 classes of pronouns, blah, blah, blah. In law, or individual or incorporated group having certain legal rights and responsibilities. In theology, 1, I won't go into that. 8. A human being represented in a dialogue, fiction, or in the stage, a character. 9. In biology, a bud or shoot of a plant, a polyp or a zooid of any compound, hydrodozian, athosian, etc. In the person, in the flesh, and bodily presence. Person, a combining form meaning persons of either sex. Person, personable, having a well-formed body or attractive personal appearance, good-looking, handsome, commonly. So when you got this person or this individual way of life, and this individual way of life is in a group called homosexuality, or the mind state of a person who gives permission to abort their child, and they see death of a soul or of their own soul. Death is their king. Death is their portion. Death is their lot. Death is what they're comfortable with. Because anytime you cannot reproduce life, then that would be death. Correct me if I'm wrong. If this don't make sense, let me know, and I won't make another video. I won't. And so I want to give y'all the unabridged of what it means to like death, whether you agree with homosexuality or you don't, whether you're pro-life or you isn't. Whatever you would, when you give permission to not reproduce, when that is the purpose of life, is to reproduce life, then, and you can't say you serve a God of life, because you can't serve a God of life and death. They clash. It's like a magnet or repel. And we see this in our society because everybody wants to be right and nobody wants to be wrong. Nobody wants to be wrong, but everybody wants to be right. And there's always dualisms. When you're in the life force, like a man's sperm has a life force, not the woman's. You first have to have permission. You say, well, hold up, bro. What you mean I gotta have permission? You want me to go to God and say, can I have a child? No. You have to have permission from your own soul to be responsible for that which you create. You say, I'm still lost. When you look at the future, when you look at our children, and you look at our elders, and you look at where you're at right now, you have to ask yourself, what have I given permission to? And what have I taken personally as an individual or a group pertaining or acting like as an individual, like a cell? You know, you get 15 people in a group, but they act in one mind. But you need all those members in that group's permission to become one mind. What's their agenda? What's their mission? and the per. Remember, this video is about the per and permission. And so when you look at the root, or in this case, the suffix is per. Prefix is per. The root word is mission. The mission is death. There is no trying to figure out why people don't mind aborting their baby as if what's the answer. There's no reason to crush your brain cells while this person chooses to be homosexual and say, I was born this way. Yeah, the thing is, you was born to die. Sooner than later, with no experience to take with you. Nothing, no life to take with you. Because everything up until it's like this. Everything up until we grow up old age is regurgitated. Nothing's new under the sun, so it's written, right? So in order for you to be a God part or a God-like, you have to begin to what? Create new life, create new words, create new atmospheres, create new ideas, become an intellectual designer. Ain't that what artists do? They come up with new art, new things to draw about. Poets, they come up with new ways to tell their story. The beat maker, he comes up with new ways to manipulate his sound or to customize his sound. So what are you giving permission to? Permission of life or permission of death? In short, today is the first day of the rest of your life. The next time, we wish you the best, and may the Most High keep you safe. Mwah.